point. UCONN will deliver the opening kickoff and will get this game going. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Rice's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's going downfield for the big play. Makes a catch on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play. They got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Goes to the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Rice. First score of the game goes up.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
7, UCONN, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UConn Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking pool.
I think the big question then is, how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. UConn quick to...
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Right on the money. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. UConn will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hampton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Can't find his man as... A shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback moving. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Okay, ready? Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson will throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
UConn quick to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Owls! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the field, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll do it himself. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on. And they'll live to fight another play. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Hold offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the crease. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This UConn offense really has it going. Power football with the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeps it. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. On the run, deep down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance. Touchdown, Owls! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Jackson will throw. He's got his man. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Picks up what he can and then slides. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
This felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. Jackson going to throw it. Puts it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's McGee. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinters.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 3rd down after that run. He'll try to get it through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive. Defense
rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Just drives it between the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. And the Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Going deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much worse as the defender was right there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The pass is incomplete. Might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Finds his man. It's Hampton. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big... For this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hampton. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
It's a lightning fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Quick release on the RPO. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Makes a move. Touchdown Owls! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now.
Give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes. Well, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. 42. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 45 on his way. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the...
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game.